Sir JK, thank you for driving for me. I'm gonna get the experience here at the back. This is the 1.3e CVT version. This is the non-premium color, which means this costs 980,000 pesos. And here at the back, the headrests, because I'm gonna talk about the amenities and also the seat belts. It also has the seatbelt alarm for all three passengers here at the back. There, you see it there. And then cup holders or bottle holders are here, and that's why you can have a thin storage here. Now, everything here for this variant has durable hard plastic, and the headliner is in black. So let's talk about the comfort. Okay, I'm 5'10", so that's how much space we have in front. So I can put my foot or feet under the seat. And the air vents are actually really direct, easy to control. You can even lock them. So your Vios experience, let's say this is an Ativ, right? So it will be different from Vios because we have an air vent here. You don't have to install fan anymore. Tapos ito, halogen light. So there is some kind of a contrast because this is brownish and this is all black. Power windows, and the door handle is metallic silver, and this is also good touch so that it will always stay there and it will not mess up the interior. So there is a center tunnel that's a bit on the high side. There are two USB-A ports, two pouches, and there. So right now we're going really slow, but you know, the thing I can tell you is that it is comfortable, it is spacious, and like I would really enjoy my time here at the back now since, you know, the addition of the vents. This is for me the best, the vents, even in this E variant. So thank you. And this has 16-inch rims, and the tire noise, not bad, and I'm not jumping around. So yeah. Thank you, Sir Jakey. So this is about 98 PS and 122 horsepower. So 4-cylinder, right? So it's a CVT, so it's gonna do its best to give that power and also give you that good economy and also durability, longevity. It has also insulation there, diba? Annyeong everyone, this is Ju from Soju Cars, and today we have the 1.3 liter Ativ E variant, which costs 980,000 pesos if you're getting the regular color, but 995,000 pesos, that is 15,000 peso increase for a special color. Thank you again, Toyota Motors Philippines, for letting me come and experience this car. Well, one of the first people to try this in the Philippines. And in our channel we say, Shijak. Now let's talk about the specs. For the dimension, 4,425 by 1,740 by 1,480 millimeters. For the wheelbase, 2,620 millimeters, and for the ground clearance, 160 millimeters. It has total of 5 seats, 5 3-point seat belts, and across the variants, they differ in technology, amenities, number of airbags, and many others. But you know what's interesting? The Ativ comes with a hybrid electric vehicle variant which has no coding and uses the infamous hybrid system of Toyota. And that is such a great technology that works, just works, and you don't even have to charge your car. Okay, let's talk about the engine. It's an INR VE engine, 4-cylinder, inline, 16 valve. So now this is a 4-cylinder and not a 3-cylinder, which will give more confidence to the buyers of the Vios, because the people who buy Vios, they want longevity, they want durability, they really want the car to last for more than a decade and still be able to sell after a decade for a good price. And now let's talk about the transmission. This is a CVT transmission. The wheels are 195/60R16 alloys. So even for this entry variant, it's not just the wheel cap, but it comes with a dual tone 16-inch alloy. The brake system for the front is ventilated disc braking, and for the rear it is drum braking. So if you want, but for me, drum brakes are not problematic. They are actually, they serve the purpose well. It's just that maybe it doesn't look as great as having a disc brake. But then if you want the disc brake, you might want to go for other models that have disc brakes in Toyota lineup. For the headlight there, right now you can see it with the daytime running light. This is LED. Imagine for this E variant. And let's turn on the headlight, but it's easier. The headlight is LED. They look like crystals. Look at that. They look projector, crystal, even this turn signal is LED. But when you go to the back, that's the time you do see some halogen. But the turn signal is very obvious, right? You can see the bulb. The reverse light is halogen. You can see it from there. At least, we do have bright backup lights that are halogen, that are in clear housing. And I really like that very much. Here at the back, the combination lamp, it looks like a mini-size Camry. It really looks good because of these accessories. Those accessories have something to do with technology, when you go fast, even this rear diffuser right here. But then, the Ativ or Vios, let's say, it's not really meant to go fast. But then, at least it looks, visually pleasing. It even has front curtains on the side. That really is Ativ there. All right, so my initial impression about this entry variant, it doesn't look entry. Yeah, how will you tell it's an entry just looking at it from the outside? It gets more obvious when you get inside, but then that's a given. Those people who are in the market, who are watching this video right now, they are just excited with all these upgrades, especially the vent at the back. Power controls. This is plastic, but it's in different color, like a brown color, so it gives the entire interior a new feel. Vios Ativ floor mats, even for the second row. You can control the height. Also recline. This is fabric, but then this is comfortable fabric seats. Even the headrest, it's not just one piece, but they are separated, which just gives you more room for adjustment. Now my height is 5'10", so right now I would drive like this. So make sure your wrist will land there, diba? And it's spacious, and I can leave my foot there. And it's also spacious for the rear passenger. Because this is an E variant, you do have a lot of blanks here, but then if you go higher, you will have more. So if you want to collect more, you can get the higher version. Cup holder, exactly where we need. Because we want to cool our phone sometimes. We also want to cool our drink sometimes. And that is the perfect place to find one. That is very seamless. And this is even more seamless. Cup holders for everyone. Sunglass case for the driver. Map lights that you just have to click on. So I think this is a new type. You just have to press on them. And the door is depending on this switch right here. Day and night mirror. There's a mirror for the driver. Usually you will have it here and not here. But then, thank you for taking care of us, the drivers. The side mirrors are power adjusted, but they're not power folding. But I'm not sure if there is a power folding mechanism. It just needs the module. So they do sell a module that actually turns it into a auto folding, like every time you lock and unlock. So there's no button for it, but it will. Steering wheel buttons for the computer, the volume. So usually this can be found here, but then because of the Higher trims, I guess, you have buttons here. Like this would be the drive. This two will be something else. So I think that's why it's here. I'm not sure. But then what's good, we have steering wheel controls that have so many buttons. You know, usually in this entry, you'll just find what? Volume. But here, no. You have so much. Telescopic steering wheel adjustment. This area is like a soft material with real stitching. This area is good plastic, so it will be easier for you to maintain a car like this. This is a 9-inch display audio that has Apple CarPlay wired and Android Auto wired also. So you will need to use one of these ports to make it come to life. But then what's important is we have the reverse camera with guided lines and also information here in the instrument cluster that is like a 2/3 screen, and the other one is screen also, but then like it's not a full screen instrument cluster. Even the full top end has the same, but a little bit different because it has HEV, so it needs a different software that shows how the hybrid system works. What else we can see here, like this? You can also see how much your tilt is for your car, right? So we don't need this, but we have. Diba? Interesting. Glove box, it drops quickly, but then it has a good space. The prundism. We have a sport mode, so it becomes S. So you can do manual and prundu with the CVT. And this is a good car to drive. The manual handbrake, we will miss that sound. Center storage. This is also a manual seat, but without height adjustment. Height adjustment only available for the driver. Now let me bring you to the second row. There, the second row. Two-tone also. Somehow it's gathering hair. Like, I don't know. Anyway, silver metallic. Only bottled drinks because with cap, because if you spill here, you cannot tanggal this. You need to do something to, baka it goes in between, then it will go under, then it will damage the audio. So because we have a bottle holder here, we don't have to have a bottle holder here, so it becomes more neat. Vios Ativ, and the pouch, ISO fix, 3-point seat belts. The headrest, only the center one is adjustable, and the anchor point here at the back, you can also place some stuff. It's actually more sturdy than you think. Because before the other models, I think it was too thin, but this one, the sound palang, it's different. This is the best amenity you'll find in the Ativ because you have air vents and they freaking work. They are strong, as if, you know, I'm getting the blown air from there. It's strong. It's really, really strong. I'm telling you, it's good aircon. It's not just, you know, it's just there. No. 2 Type A ports, quite high center tunnel, and there's no armrest. Okay, there's no armrest even for the top spec. See, so based on my driving, so yeah, I think I do bring the seat a bit too far, but then for a normal height, I guess, or shorter than me, it will not be a problem. And besides, you can put your feet under, and this is not hard, so you can actually go like that if you're too tall. And then for the passenger, you have more room, diba? You have more room for the passenger, so you really have a good cabin feel inside. Ambient light, no, it's the halogen light for the passengers. Then you can also open the trunk here. So much space, right? Very, very practical. You even have a full-size spare tire with the, you have a full-size tire, spare tire, and tools and jack. And light there with free umbrella, maybe. Then it's really a great, great product that you can buy right now. Okay, let me also show you how it looks like with the lights. That's halogen light. The brake is LED. So yeah, the park light looks so good. It doesn't look like a Vios. All right. And then the air condition. The air condition is easy to control because it's just dials, and the temperature is also there. So now let's drive it. Okay, let's drive the Ativ 1.3 liter E variant. So we're not gonna have so much time, and we actually ran out of time. It's actually 12:30 now, but let's drive the one. Wow, it's so solid. You have to remember this is a CVT, but it drives well. It drives without lag. Okay, so we go straight here. A lot of people are shooting. Now, what I was driving coming here was the HEV version. So this is my first time driving the 1.3 liter version. So definitely it doesn't feel the same as the 1.5 liter HEV. Having the same size of the wheels and having the same suspension, I think this car will have the same or similar feel of driving. Yeah, the brakes are easy. The handle, it actually has some heft to it, so it feels heavy. You feel planted. But then you too also have an option to go for the sport mode. So let's try that just for this short stretch. There. More than the HEV, you feel more of a CVT in this car, definitely. You must remember, this has a different engine, it has a different transmission. This is the entry variant anyway, so you would expect that for a car in this level. For an entry level, having rear air vents, having the camera for the backup camera, it is something that you would not expect. Also having full LED front headlights. This is not something you see in a base model. Even lights in the side mirror. Also look at this screen. It's a 9-inch, but it still has Android Auto, Apple CarPlay. Even shows how much tilted you are. So when you're inclining, you're going down. I guess you can also do an intelligent guess. Now you should put it to sport mode or manual mode, just so that you can stay in the lower gear. At least that's one way I see it. But for a buyer of this car, for a Toyota brand, to keep this under $1 million but still keep this many amenities, especially the air vent, right? It's irritating when your air vents are gone because you're not buying that trim. And this trim is actually good because it has everything. It almost has everything that the HEV has. So you might be missing out some features, but they are not a necessity, which means you can always live a happy life with this variant, and you don't necessarily have to go for the top variant. And going up, so we're in drive right now. We're going up. We're going 1, 2, 3. We went 3 degrees higher. Then let's just go a bit. Oh yeah, don't do that. Okay, don't go that fast. Let's say turn radius. Yeah, turn radius is easily doable because you can easily guess or estimate how much you have to go, what kind of angle you need. So wow, what's my verdict about this 1.3 liter E variant, the non-hybrid variant? So 4-cylinder engine, that's a big thing. 5 degrees already, but we're not hesitating. We are easily going up. More if you put it to sport mode, because it will hold on to that simulated gear because it is a CVT. But then you get a car like this for really the longevity, the aircon, the resale value, parts and services, and Toyota name. And this, I must say that it's not just the brand that it's giving, it's not just the name it's giving, but they really wanted to give a pogi car, you know, that people won't have to judge you, because you know people judge you for a lot of stuff. And for me, this car is perfect because you don't look like an entry variant. It actually looks like at least a mid variant. And you know, that is actually important, because some people try to add some accessories just to make it look like a non-entry model, but this, it already looks fantastic the way it is. I haven't driven this in the highway, but then I think it will be a fun drive, because everyone in the cabin are well pampered thanks to the aircon. Especially, you'll be actually happy that you are driving this car and you have purchased this car. Thank you again everyone for watching this video. This was Ju from Soju Cars, and I hope you get to drive this one. It does drive really well. I mean, also, I would say even the suspension, the ride comfort, and having amenities such as rear vents for the rear passenger, that is such a great deal for me. And it looks nice. It even looks like a baby Camry, or in some angle, it looks like an angry GR Yaris. So there you have it. I'll see you in the next video. May your dreams come true, everyone. And if you want to drive this, if you want to test drive it, please do head on to BGC Amphitheater, and you might be able to drive the different models and also place your reservation on that day. Don't check out now, guys. See you, everyone. Bye-bye.